It's been very quiet on YouTube lately. Don't know why. It's been very, very quiet. Oh, shit. Got to feed the cat. Oh, bloody cat. Well, no one watching. No one. I think YouTube's completely screwed. I used to get views every time I started to stream. No, it seems like no one's actually getting notifications for some reason. Don't know what's going on. But no one's getting notifications saying when I'm on. I know it's going through Facebook, I think. So people can see that I'm live streaming through Facebook. But I don't think it's going through Twitter. Right in. I think it's going through Twitter and Reddit for some reason. Or people just ain't interested coming to the channel. Well, I don't really know. I was wondering if it's worth doing this anymore, to be honest with you. There's nothing that's really happening here. Mind you, I ain't really done much over the last week. But what's the point of doing anything if no one's watching? You know, I ain't got to set up equipment and everything if no one's coming on to watch. So if you look on the channel, let's go back from my live streams. Now, I'm only getting like an average from, I'll say like a month. 60, 70, 80, 29. One which had 141 views. 98 Ouija board session. With normal chat ones like I'm doing now, and it gets between 25 and 50 views. 40 views. 35. Now at the moment, just one, which is Ian. So I don't know what's going on. You know, I try my fucking hardest and no one really seems to give a shit, to be honest with you. I'm not saying like, you know, people don't want to come and watch. Maybe they're just ain't getting notifications. I don't know. If you're not getting notifications, the best thing to do is like unsubscribe me, then resubscribe me and hit that bell for notifications, then it might work. I noticed a few people, what's supposed to be really close friends, ain't turned up lately. Even though I post the link of the live stream into their Facebook channel. So unless I've upset someone, which I don't think I have, I don't know what's going on. If they're not going to reply to my Facebook messages, I ain't going to be able to send the equipment out to her. Well, I put it in my community sometimes, but not all the time. I just don't think it's worth doing it, mate, if no one's coming on. Even if I put it on the community, is that my community or is that the YouTube community? Because I don't know how you do it. Like, I've got a community myself. There is a community, my community channel. But how you do it on YouTube. There's nothing there apart from how to use your YouTube community. If you've got a tiny YouTube channel, do this now. New feature. So a quick look at that one without having the sound on. These bloody adverts piss me off. 20 seconds, 30 seconds. And as soon as you wait for that, there's another one for 30 seconds. The only way to get rid of that is by paying Premiership, which is like 12, 15 quid a month, which I'm not going to do. Things in advanced features. Yeah, I think it's just like on my community feature. I don't know, I could be wrong. So I only got you watching, mate, which I appreciate you doing. What time is it? Yeah, so I'll just post it in there. But I don't know how it works, actually, the community feature. I don't know if they have to go into my community setting, see what's going on, find out when the next stream is. I suppose it might have to be that way. I really don't know, mate. YouTube's just been a pain in the fucking butt lately. I usually get like a few of you on here. I think it usually takes a little while for YouTube to show out the bloody notification, I suppose. So every time I do a stream, people start turning up just as I'm finishing, And I can't be spending all night, talking just garbage, because that's what I intend to do. Talk garbage half the time. A few of them do come on eventually later, don't they? I just don't know if it's worth doing this anymore, to be honest with you. You know, if people ain't coming on to watch, then what's the point? Might as well just do stuff offline and upload it, you know. I'll have to see how it goes in the next couple of weeks. I'll give it till the end of the month. And if you don't pick up, then I ain't gonna bother. I'll just do stuff offline and upload it. That goes for any kind of thing I do, like, you know, whether it's just chat, whether it's like a ghost box session, which I'm not doing tonight, whether it's going to be a Ouija board session, a doll session, whatever kind of session I do, I might as well just do offline and upload it, I think, if things don't pick up. Because I ain't going to sit here, you know, wasting my time hoping that people's going to come on and, like, you know, be a part of the community and a part of, like, you know, chatting. You know, I just feel like sometimes it's wasting time. I might go out tomorrow, go to one of the cemeteries, probably go down to the first one I ever went to, which is the one at Tooting, around the back of near the St George's Hospital. But if I don't do it tomorrow, I'll probably do it Thursday or Friday because I need to do some repair work on some of the equipment I've got here because some of it's just gone faulty on me. And I want to get them fixed up just in case I get to do the school. I don't even know if that's going to be happening yet. So I just got an email got a message from my daughter saying, like, she's going to ask the staff again. So I was hoping to do, like, the school from, like, say, like 8 o'clock till 6 in the morning. But my daughter says she can't do up till 6 because she's got church, on Sunday next morning. And she said, like, a lot of staff don't want to be there that long. So I thought, all right, then I'll say, like, 7 till 12 or 8 till 12. Now, I just got a message saying, oh, she's going to ask the staff again. You know, I don't think it's going to be fucking worth doing it if I ain't going to spend time there. You know, you can't rush things. You know, people might say, well, if you get a couple of hours in it, you know, it might be okay. Well, maybe a couple of hours, yeah, but you're not going to get that activity and that response in a couple of hours because I always think that, you know, spirits need to build up the energy to, like, communicate with you. And if they ain't got the energy, how long is it going to take them to build up that energy to communicate? You know, 2 or 3 hours. Until they built the energy up, I'll be fucking on the way home. Well, I might leave, like, if they say, yeah, like, you know, 7 till 12, then I'm not even going to do it until 12 o'clock. I'll probably, like, end it, say, 11:15, pack up all my gear, and try to get the last bus on. So I'm not paying, like, 25 quid for a fucking taxi. No way. I spent enough money in hope that I'm going to do the school. And I don't even know if I'm going to be able to upload any video content yet. It's up to the staff member saying, well, yeah, you know, we can do it, but don't get us in camera. That's okay, I can do that. But there might be terms and conditions. They might not, you know, they might let me do the investigation, but they might say, well, we don't know the school content being uploaded, you know. But the thing is, if I'm inside the school, no one's going to know what school it is and where it is, are they really? Unless I'm doing, like, you know, a full blown up video of outside as well, which I'm not going to be doing. It's just going to be inside. And I'm pretty sure they're going to want to know. What's that in? Nice small screen. Yeah, it's in your community. that's in your community settings where you're posting it. And then I share it to Twitter, Reddit and Facebook. I think I'm doing it the same way as you, but I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, like, you know, I will really be upset and pissed off if they turn around and say, oh, we don't want it done now. Because I spent so much fucking money, you know, buying new ghost hunting equipment, buying a load of like bits and pieces to build a bit more ghost hunting equipment to take with me. Now, after I've done it, I can probably get rid of some of the stuff I've built, get some money back on it, you know. But, you know, I spent a shitload of money on getting all this stuff sorted out. You know, I bought those Wi-Fi cameras, which I don't even need now. And the only thing is I'm keeping them for the school. I mean, still, I don't even know if I'm going to get access to the Wi-Fi system, their Wi-Fi account. So, you know, I might take those and they might not even get fucking used. I'm taking maybe 3 camcorders with night vision. Like, you know, I'm not going to be buying any more batteries for them. Fuck it. You know, when they run out of battery, they run out of battery. Because I would have only bought more batteries if I was going to be there, you know, good several hours, but it looks like I'm not going to be there several hours. So once the batteries run out, then they run out. I'm not going to buy any more memory cards. I've got like several memory cards which I can use, 32 gig ones. So we'll have to, like, you know, keep an eye on the cameras. And I don't know if they got PowerPoints, which I can plug in some of the cameras to. See, what I should have done was made a plan to go there and speak to the staff member and sort out where I can put my equipment. But I think they only want me there one time. I don't know. Now, when I do it, if I do get to do the investigation there, you know, am I going to go back there to give them like the reveal of like what happened, if anything happens? Or are they going to say, we'll just upload it and we watch it? Or am I going to have to supply memory cards with the video footage to get to my daughter so she can give it to them so I can watch it on her own computer? You know, when I was doing investigations in, like, you know, Kenny's house or Pete's house or whatever, most of it was done on camcorders anyway. And I came home and uploaded it and shared it through the internet, but I don't know if they're going to give me permission to actually share that content yet. You know, I can't share it. What's the point of fucking doing it, you know? That's just fucking ridiculous. Oh, you know, I spent a lot of money, and I mean a lot of money, on getting prepared for this fucking school. If they turn around and say, oh, we don't want it done now, I'm going to be really upset and pissed off. Because these cameras I bought, I'm not going to be able to get my money back on them. So I've had them a couple of months now, ready to go. And, like, you know, if I can't use them and I don't want them, I'll be lucky to get like a third of what's spent on them. So the cameras were like 40 quid each. I'll be lucky to get 12, 13 quid for it. I can keep them and store them and hope I can do some other investigations later on down the lane. But without actually working with a group, I've got no chance of doing it. And, like, you know, I don't know anyone around here where I can do an investigation with. You know, I don't mind sharing my equipment out on the actual night with a group, you know, with a particular group. I don't even mind building some of the equipment for the group to use. if I can build it. But there's no way in hell am I going to let them keep it, because I might give them equipment on the first night out. We do an investigation and say, yeah, I'll keep it. And they might say, thanks, fuck off. We don't want you on the second one. Hello, Winter Witch. How's it going? Well, I don't know if it's going to happen or not, because like I say, my daughter said that she's going to be talking. She spoke to one person who actually at the school, and she's got to talk to the staff members again. Because I was hoping to do it, say, like from 7, 8 o'clock at night till like 6 in the morning, but they said that's too long. And even Jessica, my daughter, said that's too long because she's got to go to church the next morning on a Sunday. So I said, well, what if I do from 7 till 12 or 8 till 12? Now, she doesn't know if that's okay still. So she's had to ask the staff member so that she can ask all the other staff members. How many people are going to be there, I don't know. And I don't want too many people there, because like if they're going to be talking, that's going to like conflict any kind of activity you might get. You might hear them talking in another room when you think it's a fucking spirit talking to you on an EVP call or something. And now I'm thinking, like, I don't really want to do up till 12 o'clock, because, like, if I do past 12 o'clock, there's no way of me getting another bus home. I'm going to have to pay, like, for a cab. And that can be about 20, 25 quid. And I'm not going to spend 25 quid on a cab for just doing 2 or 3 hour job there, kind of thing. So, I'm going to tell my daughter, well, I'm now thinking if I can get there, it'll be 7 to 11. And that way they can say, well, okay, that's okay for them. It's not that many hours, 4 hours, kind of thing. Yeah, fine, great. But then am I going to be able to upload the video content? They can say, we'll come and do an investigation, but we don't need video uploaded to YouTube for people to watch and find out where we are. And all I do is say, well, you ain't going to know where you are, because it's not going to show the outside of the school, and it's not even going to be addressed where the school is. I'm not going to say where the school location is, kind of thing. And then the staff members might not want to be videoed. So when I am in there, I've got to kind of keep away from their faces, and I've got to find out if they want to use any of the equipment. I should have done like a visit up there and speak to them. That's what I should have done. Speak to them, get it all sorted out before we actually do the investigation. But it would have meant for them, I suppose, they need to be there and like, listen to what I'm going to be doing, all that kind of stuff. And that would have probably been like 2 visits up there. And I don't know if they would have wanted me up there twice. So, I don't know what the fuck's going on at the moment. So if it don't happen, I ain't going to be upset and pissed off. Because, like, originally when my daughter asked him, I said, oh, yeah, get him around here. I'd like to know what's happening. If they didn't want me around the first all they got to do is say, well, not really, because we might be afraid that it might, kind of cause any paranormal, to accelerate and get worse. I know some of them want me around there because, they are getting a bit scared. Things are going on. They now hear him whistling. I think they actually found out where the water was leaking, because I told them what Abby told me, and yet what she told me was right. I ain't been too good, actually. Been getting headaches as well. I don't know what's going on with Angela. She's not been on here. I know she said she went well a little while ago, but she's not been on. She's not replied to any of my messages on Facebook. So I don't know. Well, that's what I mean. I bought equipment. I've been building stuff. That means buying more electronics and components to build the equipment. like making like, you know, small diesel boxes, EM pumps, REM pods. Because I would like to have like left the camera in, you know, like a couple of rooms as a lock off. So if I'm not in there doing something, at least the camera still be recording any activity that the K2 meter or the REM pod might be giving off, and the cat balls. I'm just hoping they've got like plug sockets I can plug in the cameras in, so the cameras won't die out so quickly. So I'll probably take two of my Sony Handycam ones, which have got built-in hard drives, so that the memory won't actually kind of go down that quickly, because it's like, well, the battery lasts up to like 400 minutes. So that's like, how many minutes that? 60. About 4 or 5 hours. But I don't know how long a 40 gig hard drive will last for. Should last, you know, quite a few hours. So I want to have two of those running in different rooms. I'm thinking of taking my Xbox with my laptop and see if we get anything on that. You know, I want to take, you know, quite a lot of stuff, but the thing is, like, you know, getting home and reviewing it all, that's going to be a lot of time. You know, watching back video content. You know, probably do some EVP work there as well, but I'm not going to be doing an EVP and playing it straight back. I wait until I go and review it. And then there is stuff there. You know, whatever we do, whatever video I get, I'm going to upload. Even if they say they don't want it shared, I'll still upload it to my account and just keep it private. And then I just have to do like a little video with clips where, you know, might have caught some activity or something, and, you know, give it to them on the memory card. If they want me to go back and explain what was going on, then I'll go back and explain what was going on. Yeah, well, she ain't been like, you know, she's got 2 accounts on Facebook, I noticed, right? And I've sent the messages on both of them. Like, you know, if I upset you or anything, yeah, because like, you're not been on, you're not like replying to me messages. I'm thinking, what the fuck is, you know, going on? Have I upset you or something, you know, kind of thing, which I don't think I have. I said to her the other week when she was on, like, about her divot box, I said, oh, you keep when you're not going to get it, and that's just a joke kind of thing, you know. She's going to get it, but, you know, when I've got some more money, because I've just spent too much money on fucking buying more bits and pieces, you know. I've even still got to buy more batteries this week. Yeah, the 9-volt ones and the AA ones. Because most of my 9-volt batteries are bleeding flat again. And I'm going to need 9 volts for most of my equipment. Because that's what all my bloody equipment runs on, is 9-volt batteries. But I sent them a message saying, like, you know, I won't upset you. You know, you need to, like, talk to me, because I'm going to need your address next week so I can send it out to you. But nothing from her. Yeah, I know she said she hadn't been, I'm sure she said she hadn't been feeling too well lately. No, but, you know, it'd be nice just to pop in and say, I'm not staying, just thought I'd pop in, say hello, and, like, you know, I'm taking time out because I'm not feeling well. Just keep us updated. It would be nice. Maybe she ain't got internet. I think people are having problems with the internet as well. I got my internet bloody bill through today. Nearly 70 quid. It's supposed to be 58 quid, not fucking 70 quid again. Been ringing them bleeders up, Virgin Media, saying, well, why are you charging more when it's supposed to be, you know, £58? You're still charging me extra. Why? No, two months they've charged me extra, 70 quid. No, I mean, I'm also moaning because, like, no one's here viewing the channel, you know, when I'm live streaming. I know sometimes I ain't got nothing to do, you know, I'm only just talking bullshit, but the thing being is that I'm not going to spend time doing the live stream if no one's watching. No, I don't give a shit if there's activity going on or not. I'm not going to spend time and energy putting out equipment if no one's sitting here watching. I'd rather just do it offline and upload fucking videos. I know some people ain't getting notifications. I said, like, the best thing to do, if you're not getting a notification, unsubscribe me, then resubscribe me, then hit the notification bell again. I know YouTube's been pissing around with new terms and conditions as well. So I just don't know what's going on with YouTube at the moment. Oh, I'm glad that you still come and watch anyway. I ain't really felt much in here today, actually. If you watch my car boot sale one, my video, I bought a bloody clown, another big clown. And I'll tell you the story about that one. I did say it on my actual car boot channel. You ain't seen it. I'll get the link to it. So if you want to check the video out, the latest video on my other channel, I went to Car Booty yesterday, which was the Sunday one. And was it a Sunday one? Well, the video's a day old, and I've had 109 views on that already. More than this fucking channel. Maybe there's a lot of people who love watching. Well, I like watching car boot videos as well, actually, seeing what kind of people go out and buy. I don't go out and buy stuff, to try and make money, because you know what YouTube's like. The fucking haters out there. I just go out and buy stuff what I want myself. I was actually going to go out trying to find some tools, but all the tools I kept seeing was either too expensive or old and rusty. I just wanted to get myself like a screwdriver set, and there was one there, but the guy wanted like 12 quid for it. I thought, nah, fuck that. Get that, something similar to that on Amazon. So I might have to get some tools off Amazon. I was going to get like a screwdriver set, but I think I won't bother with that. I'll get myself another battery operated screwdriver drill thing. Electric battery operated screwdriver. That's what I want to get. So I can't find half my screw bits. See, I bought a couple of dolls and some teddy bears. One of them actually has like lights that light up on the bear. It's like on the right hand, there's like a push button thing in it, but I think it's broken. But if you keep mucking about with it, it will actually turn on, and it's got like about half dozen lights in there. And once it lights up and starts going off, it actually changes different colours. So I'm thinking, like, messing around with that. I only paid £1 for it, but I'm going to try to convert it into a motion sensor one. So I need to get myself a little sewing kit, which I don't have. That's another thing I was looking for, a sewing kit. Do you think someone had a sewing kit around there? Nope. No one had a sewing kit. They had like wool and like cotton, but no one had a sewing kit. So I've got to get myself a sewing kit before I start taking the bear apart. So I'm going to try to make that into like a Boo Bear, that one. But yeah, I picked up a camera which works. Even the battery fucking worked on it, would you believe? I'm talking about batteries. I've got to change this one over. Put a new battery in there. So I bought another camera, which I did not need to do. I bought 2 bears. I bought a clown. There weren't really any radios there, apart from the old dial ones. So I didn't get no radios. What else did I buy? Oh, I bought like a sweet dispenser. It's got like a dome on it. I did buy one before actually, but when I got it home, I bloody dropped the damn thing and broke the dome. So I picked up a smaller one. They take like probably sweets like Skittles and like little smaller sweets like that kind of thing. So I bought that for a couple of quid. There was one doll which looks like it might have been handmade because it's got like a signature and it's got 14th of the 4th 005. So that's probably like 2005. So I got that as well. She wanted £2 for it, but I didn't have enough change and I didn't want to break into any more fucking notes. So I said, I'll give you 130. And she said, yeah, okay. Well, he said, okay. What else did I buy? Picture frame. Looked like, I bought this picture frame, right? And the guy wanted to cut the quid for us. So I give you £1. He goes, yeah, all right then. Just get it out of the way. At first, I thought it's like a World War I soldier. Because he's got a helmet, he's got like that spike up on there. I said, is that a World War I soldier? He goes, no. He goes, that's a Croydon police officer from like the early Victorian times. And I said, do you know it's Croydon? He goes, because there's like a little kind of like imprint there on the card. You can barely read it, it says Croydon or something on it, yeah. Pretty nice old one. I'll actually show you it. I've hung it on my wall for now. It's quite a nice, interesting one. And I'm going to have to put it on the other camera. Or glare with. So much glare on the TV. And so I got that for £1. And I bought this. I didn't realise it had broken until I kind of like walked off. I could have went back and said, hey, it's broken and got my money back on it, but I only paid 50p on it. Looks kind of like creepy, don't it? It's broken on now, but it's got some weird writing on it. I don't know what that writing is. So if anyone knows what that writing is, let me know. And I think it's got like some kind of like a figure, humanoid figure down there, maybe. So what the fuck that is, I don't know. So I've got that on my shelf out in the hallway for now. I bought some seeds for my sister. My sister sent me a message on Facebook last week. She goes, hey, it's my birthday coming up. I want to be sorting the garden out. She goes, as you start getting a little bit of extra cash in, you can buy me some flowers to put in the garden. Well, flowers usually like, if they're like popper flowers that get picked, they die within a few days. So I bought some plants and got those offline from a garden company. She got them the other day and said that she got them. And I sent her a message saying, well, I've just bought some seeds for you. I'll send them to you next week. She goes, oh, lovely. Thank you, darling Stephen. Oh, yeah, okay. No, there ain't nothing written on the back. It's got like a brown paper and it's completely ripped. It's like dangling down. But there is something on the actual white board which I can't read. No, I can't even see it with these glasses. So hopefully, when my new glasses are done, which should be this week, I can try looking at it then and do an update on it. But I think it says Croydon. It's like an imprint on the actual card. It's not like written or anything. It's like an imprint. So, but the guy said to me, he's a Croydon police officer because apparently it's one of his relatives. One of his relatives' uncles or grandfathers or something like that was the police officer. He goes, I just don't need it. I'm getting rid of a load of stuff. So I thought he might have some other stuff there, which might be old. Like I was trying to find an old ammunition tin. No one had one of those. No, there was one person who had a load of old photos, but he was asking way too much for them. I thought, nah, you wouldn't get me buying them that fucking price. I'm like, even postcards, expensive. But what else did I get? So I've got that wooden thing, 2 dolls, the clown, the camera, the picture frame, and the sweet dispenser. I think that was it. I did a little review at the end of the video, the car boot video anyway. I done a review on it and suddenly I said, right, that's it. Cheers guys, bye for now. And then I realised that there's the camera and the picture I actually showed. So that was added on. It took like 8 hours or more for it to upload as a HD video. No, people could watch it as a 360, 480 video once it was uploaded, which took a couple of hours. But it's supposed to uploaded it as 1080, and it said there's a problem converting it at this time. It will take longer or something. And I thought, yeah, like fucking usual with YouTube. So it took over 8 hours for it to actually convert to HD. That's the camera I picked up. Works. So what I want to do, I've got a load of cameras I picked up from car boots before, about 2 years ago. I'm going to try to open them up and convert them into full spectrum. But no, my luck, probably open up and screw them up completely. I have done in the past. I want to try and get like a battery operated screwdriver like this. This is a drill. No, I do have a battery operated screwdriver here somewhere. But I'm not using it because it ain't got the bits that I need to undo and do the screws back up with. Oh, pardon me. But yeah, if you watch that video, even if you don't want to watch the whole video, go towards the end and you'll see what I did pick up at the car boot. But with that clown, first time I saw it, I looked at him, I thought, And I said, how much are you asking for that? And she goes, £8. Well, I don't know. I said, let me think about it and I'll come back. So I had a walk around. Now I went back. And it's still sitting there. I said, how much do you want for this again? She goes, £8. I said, what's the best you can do on it? She goes, 6. And I said, I don't know. It's a fair price, but I don't know if I want it or not, But every time I walked past it, even if I wasn't going to ask nothing about it yet, it seemed like there's a weird energy coming from it, It's if like the eyes were following you, but the eyes are painted on so they can't follow you. The head does move slightly, but I just kept getting that feeling that it is like following me, saying, hey, buy me, buy me, buy me. And I must have walked past it about 6 times. And, every time it felt like, it kept looking at me, even though I wasn't looking at it myself. It just felt like, someone was watching me and someone saying, like, buy me, you want me, buy me, you want me. So I went up to the woman and I said, look, I don't know why, and this company's fucking stupid. It just feels like it's every time I've walked past this year, it feels like it's kind of watching me. I get that feeling if something is watching me from it, and it keeps like telling me I need to buy it. I do paranormal investigating, yeah, and a lot of people believe that spirits can attach to dolls, porcelain dolls, rag dolls, whatever, yeah. And I'm not saying it's haunted or anything like that, but it just feels like I've got to buy it. I said this has happened once before from a charity shop. I was going to Mitcham, and as I got the bus, I said to her, it felt like a strange energy was pulling me across the road to a charity shop. And I stopped outside this charity shop, and there's a small little clown in there. And I went in there and I purchased it. And this is what this one's actually doing. You know what? I'll go and get it in a minute so you can see it. And I said, this is what this is doing to me. It feels like I need to buy it. I said, what's the lowest you can do on it? She goes, well, I said £6 in it. I said, yeah, I know, but I want it, but I don't want it, And I said, will you take a £5 on it? She goes, yeah, all right then. I was hoping she'd say no, but she said, yeah, all right then. I fucking ended up buying it, didn't I? But I'll go and get it and show you it. Well, okay, I'm going to break his fucking feet on it. But this is it here. It's pretty big, actually. Fucking bigger than my head. But this is the one I got. And it just felt like, its head moves a little bit. And it just felt like, when I walked past, it was going like that. Watch me walk past. That's the kind of feeling I was getting. And even when I got home, I thought like the head had moved. And I thought, does that head move? Because I was sitting there and it's like that. And the next minute I turn around, it's like that kind of thing, as if it moved. I'm not saying it's haunted or anything, but it felt kind of weird that it might have moved itself. And the other thing, as I said, was the doll, the raggy doll, that one. The woman said she likes it because of the way they plaited its hair. Now I don't know if it's real hair or not, but on the back there's no label or anything on there. The dress is like handmade, and on the back it's got that on there. I think it's MA maybe. And it's like 14th of the 4th 005. So I don't know what's that one. So I paid £1.30 for that and £5 for the what's the name? Hello, hologram. Yeah, that's what I mean. It had a strange weirdness to that fucking clown, Thought, it must have been nearly 6 times I walked past it before I bought it, and it just felt like something was saying, buy me. You want me, buy me. And I said to her, the weirdest thing is, I don't really like clowns, but I have got actually like nearly a dozen clowns now. Why I'm buying these clowns, I don't know. But, I really don't like clowns. But for some reason, this one's like calling out to me. She goes, well, it shows that it wants you. Yeah, I just don't fucking start getting up and walking, like fucking Chucky. And I tell you, the reason I said Chucky, I've been looking on eBay, seeing how much Chucky dolls are going for, and they're like over £100. Now, there are some small versions like that kind of thing for about 30-40 quid. But I wanted to get a full blown one with all the scars on it, kind of thing, carrying a knife, but 150, 200 quid. No, thank you very much. I've always wanted to get a Chucky doll. Don't know about Tiffany, but Chucky I wouldn't mind getting. All right, Hologram. Yeah, it was calling me all right. Fucking calling me. Ain't the word. You know, when I got stuck on the bed, I put a couple of K2 meters on there, the normal K2 meter and the other K2 meter. Well, EMF device. That one. And I put it right on top of him, and nothing was going off on it. And I'm going to do an investigation with him tonight. I might do one tomorrow if I don't go out. I don't know yet. I did see a couple of flickers on it yesterday. Turned around and saw it flicker a couple of times, but that don't really mean nothing to me. So it just flickered a little bit then. But unless it was going crazy, and like, you know, I had my DC box beside it, and the DC box K2 meter and the EDI meter was all going off at the same time, then yeah, I could turn around and say, well, there's something definitely attached to it, you know, kind of thing. I'm not done no EVP with it. If I'm going to do anything with it, I'll do it on all on one night, like K2 meter and that meter, DC box, EDI, do like a little EVP, couple of ghost boxes. I don't know if I do a Ouija board on it or not. I don't feel that there's anything like negative attached to it. Like, if you're haunted, move your head this way. Come on, turn your head this way towards me. When you're crazy, if his head tucking starts turning, that would freak me out, I'll tell you, man. Freak me out, probably run out, but then I'll come back in and say, thank you for that. Can you do it again? Because the thing is, like, when something does happen, you know, you see like something move in front of you, it is scary as shit. I don't care what anyone will say, it is scary because it's actually moving. And something actually has to physically make it move, being a spirit, a ghost. You know, even poltergeist activity, I don't know, but you know, we all say that we want to see that spectacular, amazing piece of evidence. But when we see it, we all scream like little girls and run out of the room and say, lucky, you know, no more, no more, no more. But then a lot of us come back in after we calm down thinking, did that really happen? You know, was that my imagination? Hey, you know, did you see that? You know, and if you got it on camera, then great, you know, you can say that it actually moved. But you know, even if it does move its head, you know, people will turn around and say, "Hang on a minute, that's fucking been manipulated." You know, let's see if he's done any cutting and masking or anything like that. You know, is there any strings attached to it? You know, is it battery operated, mechanical, or something like that? No, I try to like, if I've got a doll and it moves, you know, I will try to debunk it. No, I'll take its fucking clothes off if I have to show you that there's nothing in there. I'm not going to like, you know, get a knife and cut into it and pull all the fucking foam out or whatever, because you're practically destroying the doll then. But if there was something metal inside it, then you would probably get a reaction from the K2 meter or something here. Now, this doll does have metal on it down his arms, because the metal is actually holding his hand and it's connected to, I suppose, his head. So if the doll was to move his head, you know, he could probably move his hand as well. I'm not saying he would, or he could, but if it did, I'll be shitting my pants. I'll tell you, I'll be running out of the door. You won't see me for about 5-10 minutes until I calm down, and I'll come in hoping that he's still sitting on the bed and like he hasn't disappeared and he's waiting to jump out on top of me or something like that. No, but when things like that happen, you do get scared. It does scare the shit out of you. I don't care what anyone says. Even some of the most famous ghost hunters out there have been scared from seeing things move, and yeah, it's probably waiting for the right time. It's like, if there is anything attached to it, I think what happens is that they tend to kind of like wait to see where they are. They're getting trying to, in another way, like understand their new surroundings, thinking, well, why am I here? Why I'm not at the place where I was like in before? Why did that person sell me to this weird fucker? That weird, strange person. Why am I here? Why am I sitting on his bed? Why is he talking about me? That's if there's a spirit attached to it. Oh, the K2 just went off then. Is there a spirit attached to that clown? So can you light that up again? Or is there anything attached to the doll? Is there anything attached to this one? The female doll? How about the clown? Stop now. I had a couple of little flashes, but it don't mean nothing really, though. I was watching someone's video earlier. I was watching Beardo's video where he's like very, very upset and disappointed about a Pacific well-known YouTuber who's actually gone to investigate a house where someone died because the person's daughter lost a certain person, their mother, about 8 months ago. And they wanted to find out if a spirit was there, because apparently they think she was murdered by a negative spirit when she was using a Ouija board. And this specific YouTuber that Beardo was talking about, they went to the house and none of the keys would actually open the door. But there's a cat flat at the bottom. And this ghost hunter sticks his hand up and there's a key inside and he unlocks the door and they walk in. Now you can see that the house does not belong to the person who asked him to go and investigate it, because it's either been sold to the council or housing association or something like that. So the lock's been changed. There's new paintwork in the house, and not only that, there's mail in the house, letters. So they know that someone's bought the house, but they still broke into the bloody property and carried out a ghost investigation. So I'm watching now thinking, this guy's fucking... I just hope he gets fucking found out and gets arrested for breaking into someone's house, because that's what he has done. Well, why did I bring that topic up? Oh yeah, and the other thing is that the woman, right, who went there with him, had her mother's ashes, and they said that her mother died in the living room after playing around with the Ouija board, apparently, yeah. So they've brought in the Ouija board, what her mother apparently used before the death, and they also brought the woman's ashes in, and the daughter scats ashes on the fucking living room floor. And old Beardo's having the right go about it, saying you can't be breaking into people's house, you can't be doing Ouija boards in there. You don't know what you might be bringing in to the new homeowner. Plus, not only that, you're scatting someone's dead ashes on the fucking floor, and that could bring in activity to the new owner. I mean, yeah. So what Beardo does, he debunks things as well. He does a lot of debunking on paranormal channels. And he will tell you if something's been masked, if a video's been masked where something's been put in place, and it kind of manipulates the video. So if you see a doll move and there's little cuts in it, he can tell you if that is a real movement or if it's edited, if it's like a masking. He can tell you there's fucking string or rope attached to the damn thing. So that's why I watched the guy. And there's been a lot of fakery on the paranormal channels. And, you know, what you see here is real. If that fucking doll's head moves, it moves. But I will try to debunk it thinking, well, why did it move? Now, that head is solid. It's sturdy, you know. You have to turn it with your hand, and it only turns a certain amount. The hands are very difficult to actually lift up because it's got metal rods in it. But if things happen, like, you know, so it's kind of scary, you know, seeing that kind of stuff here. And like, you know, with that time when I had that black mass that appeared to become like humanoid, that scared the shit out of me. And I was wondering if I want to carry on doing the paranormal, but after sitting back and thinking about it, I'm saying, well, like, you know, that's the kind of activity you want to capture to prove that there is something out there, right? For one thing, yeah. And if people want to, like, you know, put it down as like fakery, then fuck them. You know, I don't fake any of my shit in here, and you know that. So if that doll starts moving, it's moving on its own accord because a spirit is actually making it move. So, you know, yeah, I'll probably run out of them. I would. If that doll starts moving now, if its head suddenly went like that and moved and started looking at me, I'll probably say, fuck this, and I'll be out that door so quick, I'll probably smash my head on the door because I'm probably going like that, you know, let me out, let me out. The cat will probably just still be sitting there fucking washing herself. I'll be grabbing my keys on the way out. I'll be running down the fucking stairwell. I'll be outside taking some, you know, heavy breath, fresh air because I'll be, you know, kind of like winded. I'll be out of breath. I probably might have to grab me aspirin inhaler if I remember. So I could probably end up having an asthma attack. And I'll probably be sitting outside for about 5-10 minutes, and you'll probably be saying, well, where's Steve? Where's Steve? You know, where is he? That doll's moving, Steve. You know, you're missing it all, mate. Yeah, I saw it the fucking first time, scared the shit out of me. I've gone, you know, I'm outside. You know, I ain't even be able to read fucking YouTube because my phone will probably be sitting under my table, fucking charging still. You know, I'm not worried about getting my mobile phone. First thing I'm going to grab is my fucking keys and I'll be out that door. And then when I come back in, 5-10 minutes later, I'll probably say, what a coward I am, you know. There's me wanting fucking stuff to happen. It happens, and I'm shitting my pants, you know. And me, guys, I'm just going to have to get myself a pair of new fresh boxer shorts out of the cupboard, you know. No, even just seeing it on the screen, you know, where its face is like, kind of freaked me out a little bit, you know. Got fucking itchy arms lately. You know, it kind of like, you know, it's not unsettling. It's just kind of like a little bit freaky that you sit there, you know, as if like, you know, it's like, you know, if you had someone, you know, alive sitting there just looking at you and they're not talking to you and they're just sitting there going, that alone is like freaky. But seeing a fucking clown doll, and as I don't really like, you know, clown dolls that much, although I've got about a dozen of the damn things. Even Rose sent me a bloody clown doll down. In a wooden box. Yeah, a coffee box. She goes, oh, I bought this, you know, it's there, his coffee box. And yeah, like, you know, thinking, fucking hell, man. But, you know, just sitting there, you know, and you see him through my webcam on YouTube, and it kind of like is a little bit unsettling. No, I wouldn't have him in the room on there, you know, on its own in here when I'm sleeping. No fucking way. If I'm doing a stream with him, yeah, then okay, fair enough. But you know, once I finish the stream, he'd be out back in the living room with all the other fucking dolls. But you know, you do get some of the dolls which are kind of like unsettling, a bit scary. You know, I'm going to move it. He's kind of like freaking me out a little bit. He's going back in one of them. I just feel a bit weird with him in there. Right, you two can go back in now. I don't know why I should say he seems to be freaking me out a little bit. But we'll probably do a session with him later in a week. I'm thinking I might try to get out and do a cemetery visit again tomorrow, but I don't know yet. Depends on what time I wake up. So I'd like to try to get down there, you know, like early morning, so like that 9-10 o'clock time, and get home early so I can upload the video content. But if I wake up and it's like 2 o'clock, then I don't go down there. I wait until the next morning, see what time I wake up the next morning, kind of thing. So like with the newer video I've just uploaded, the Mitcham Cemetery, there is a Hobbs there. I think I can't remember the first name, but I know there's a Hobbs there. I did take a photo and it's on video as well, but I didn't upload the actual photo. But I wonder if it might have been that Hobbs, and he's just like, you know, probably getting all confused because I think that Hobbs was like in his 70s or something. And usually when, you know, in that age, you can't, like, your brain doesn't function properly. You can't, like, you know, you get the old dementia, don't you? Maybe he just got kind of confused, saying that he was from Coldshorton when he's from Mitcham. But why would he say on the Ouija board that, you know, Second World War went into Germany, and the British did go into Germany, because I did a little bit of research on that the other day. And yeah, they did actually go in 1945, like they said he did. But on my last video, I think it was, I said, well, you know, even though if he did go into battle, which I don't know if he did or not, because I can't remember what the date was on the cemetery, on the headstone. And if he went into World War II, you know, his head, you know, his body could be with a normal headstone and not like a military one. And that's why I probably didn't see his military one. But I think it's Hologram who said that I did mention Hobbs at the Coldshorton one when I first went there. But the second time I went there, I couldn't find it. Just heard a really weird noise then in the cat looked up. Now, ain't the neighbours, because she would have been in. There is a woman across the road, the hallway. She comes in at 10:30. So what the hell was that then? Sounded like glasses or cutlery moving. I'm going to check in the kitchen for a minute. I've got to take my cup anyway. That was weird. It sounded like, no, when I picked him up, you know, the sound of the porcelain, it sounded a bit like that. It sounded like, you know, either plates or glass kind of like hitting. I've gone in the kitchen and everything's like, you know, why I left it earlier. I don't know what the fuck that was. Yeah, it could have been that clown, mate. I said that earlier. I don't know yet. Still waiting for them to get back to my daughter. My daughter asked them again, and she sent me a message saying, "Oh, she's asking the staff again." Because I wanted to do it from like 8 till 6, but my daughter said she can't do 8 to 6 because she's got to be at church on a Sunday, which is the next morning at 9 o'clock. So she wouldn't have been able to stay there, all night long. And she said, like, staff members said it's too long. So I said, well, how about from 7 till 12 or 8 till 12? And now, it's like, oh, well, I've asked her, she can't ask the staff again. So now I'm going to say, well, like, fuck it. I do like, if it's okay, 7 to 11 or 8 to 11. And then, like, I'm going to leave, hopefully by about 11:30 to get the last bus. Because I'm not paying 25 quid for a cab from the school back to my house. So I'm going to leave another message. Right, so I've sent another message. I'll probably get a reply off that tomorrow morning. So I said, like, do it up till about 11 o'clock. I can leave around about that time. Because time, if I do it till 11, time I'll get all my equipment packed up and stuck back in my bag. It's only about a 4-minute walk to the bus stop. And I think the last bus will probably be about 11:30, 11:45. And that's only one bus from the school to my place. So I'll have to see what they say. No, what is it now? Tuesday, no, isn't it? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 4 days. I don't know, be like if they turn around and say, well, you can still do it, but not this week. Be another week waiting in. I think it's just 2 or 3 hours, like, at least we get something done. But I'm not going to rush you around. If I don't get much activity, I'm not going to, like, provoke it, kind of thing. We'll see what we get. And if we do get something, I say, well, like, I think it needs another investigation. It's okay for me to do another one. If they say, yeah, I can do another 2 or 3 hours, do like 2 parts, but I just want to get it over and done with now. I'm getting a bit fed up waiting. I had to wait because my daughter went on holiday anyway to America, so we couldn't do it until she got back. And now, at the time, they don't want me doing like a long session. No, and also I don't know if I can actually upload the damn video as of yet. I'm trying to ask them. Right, Mark. So this is the problem with fucking YouTube. Like, you do a stream, and first hour, no one's there, fucking sitting there watching and listening to you. Apart from Ian. Ian's the only one who comes in. As soon as I start. I love that guy. I tell you, man. Ian's number one guy. Number one. But yeah, the old car boot was okay. I did have a lot of problem towards the end with my knee playing up. And I was so exhausted I had to stop. And as I went to go and sit down, I banged my left knee, which was the one that gives me so much pain. I tell you, man, it felt like a shockwave going from my kneecap. I nearly screamed out in fucking pain. And on the video, you can hear me complain about my knee hurting. So, being up there for 3 hours, car boot fare. I took like 70 quid with me, still come home with 40. So I didn't buy that much up there. So I've got some money for the next one, which is on next Saturday. No, next Sunday. And then at the end of the month, there's another car boot fair over at St Heliers. That's open on Wednesday and Saturday. But I'm not going to go to too many. I don't really keep buying junk, stuff I don't need. And I did say to myself, on Sunday, I'm not going to buy no dolls. And I could have bought, I picked up about half a dozen dolls, but I just walked past them. There was a box one there. You can hear me ask this woman how much she wanted for this box doll. She said 10 quid. I said, no, thanks. I left it. And there's like other dolls laying around. Some nice ones as well, but I just didn't bother. I just didn't want any more dolls. But I ended up buying 2 teddy bears and a doll and a bloody clown. So I went against my rule in that particular day. I know I've got too much fucking stuff, mate. Well, I did buy some Nintendo games. So I don't have many Nintendo games. I'm thinking of selling my Nintendo anyway. With some games and trying to get whatever I can with it. But it depends on the game, The ones I picked up, I looked on eBay. And they were only going for about £5 each. But mind you, I only bought 3. I bought 3 for £5 off the woman. So, I was going through all the boxes and all the bloody games were in the wrong boxes. So I sorted them all out for her. I said, can you do 3 for £5? She goes, yeah. She goes, thanks for doing that. So that's all right. There's one box which didn't have a game in it. And I noticed on the video, which I did not notice when I was there was a Wii console at the back. Lucky I didn't see it because I would have probably asked her how much it was. None of my luck, probably would have got it, but I didn't want it anyway because I've got about 4 consoles, Wii consoles. Probably more than 4. Got about 4 or 5 Xbox 360s. Got a couple of PlayStation 2s. Need to get sorted them all out and get them up and running and make sure they all work and so I can get rid of them. I won't put it on eBay. I'll do it like Asda or some other fucking selling site. I have people going on my fucking eBay and trying to get me eBay shut down again. Says what he did last time when I was trying to sell stuff just to make some of my money back. And I had to ring up the DWP saying people saying that they're going to report me because I'm selling stuff on eBay. And I did a video saying is this against the rules and regulations? They said it's your own personal belongings, then no, we ain't going to worry about it. If you're buying stuff to make a business out of, you buy 200 watches for 5 quid and you sell them at 20 quid, and that's a business and we will look into it. And yeah, we will probably stop, your money kind of thing because you're making enough money to last that month. But, all I was doing was trying to sell some of my crap and people kept trying to report me for it. So I don't sell on eBay anymore. I've not sold nothing for ages. I think the last thing I sold was about maybe 3-4 years ago. I've given stuff away. To Dave, I made a analog EM Pump Pro, which he got off me free of charge. He didn't pay for it. I got it to him free. I'll catch you later, Whitney, yeah. Cheers for coming on anyway. Some of that Star Wars stuff could be worth a bit of money, mate. Give it to your nephew, you go and break it in 5 minutes, depending on how old he is. But some of that Star Wars stuff can be bloody, collectible. Could be sitting on a gold mine there, mate. You want to be doing some research for the old eBay comps and seeing what it's worth and, keeping it back. And, the older they are, more value it's going to be. So, like, if you've got like 4 or 5 items which are worth money, keep them back for another several years, because then the cost, the value will go up. And then you can get to him later in life, and he can do what he wants to do. If he wants to, like, keep and collect it, then he can keep and collect it. If he wants to sell it, then he can sell it. It depends on how old your nephew is. I won't give any like collectible stuff to like someone under the age of 14, because they ain't got no respect for games and toys nowadays. Especially young kids. That's what I mean. Like, stuff ain't selling on eBay anyway, because the cost of living, no one's got the money to spend stuff, buy stuff. My food bill's gone up here another £10 a week. I used to get my food right for like about 20 quid a week. Then it went up to 30. And then now it's come up to like 35, 40. Practically enough doubled. Virgin Media's ripped me off by making me pay like £67 this month when it should be 58. So I'm going to be ringing them fuckers up and complain about that. So that's tomorrow, I'll think about it. Yeah, it's supposed to be £58 my bill, and it's 67. Why it's 67, I've got no idea. I've got unlimited calls. My bandwidth's been upgraded. So it should be 58, but I got charged 67 today. Or yesterday, Monday. So, right. Yeah, the pork belly slices I used to buy, right, used to be £2.75, right? Now it's over £3. I think it's like £3.15. So it's like 35p extra. The pork shoulder is like cheaper now. But originally the pork belly used to be cheaper than the shoulder. But now the shoulder's cheaper than the bloody pork belly strips. So I had that last night, and what I'd done, I've just cut it up to like little cubes like I do with the pork belly I used to do. And I had that with mushrooms and onions. I didn't have no rice because I knew I'd get filled up with all the mushrooms and the onions with it. All that fucking fatty cholesterol, man. I'm talking about that. I've got to have my medication for, and that helps. That's supposed to be like reduce my cholesterol. I ain't gonna reduce it if I'm fucking eating fatty stuff all the time. Cholesterol build up, man. Cholesterol. I was having a little bit of a moan earlier because none of you guys were on here when I put the stream up, and I only had Ian sitting there watching. And I was saying to myself, no, is it worth me doing these live streams if there's no one here watching? So I don't know if you're all getting the notifications, And if YouTube screwed up like it usually is and it's not giving that notifications, you might not get that notification for up to about an hour, maybe a couple of hours. And I don't want to be fucking sitting here a couple of hours talking to just one person. I know, depending on how long I'm doing my stream for, eventually you'll get to watch it. But I don't want to be, sitting here for 2 hours talking to the same person all the time. I think these are my cholesterol ones. They had to give me 10 mils because they ran out of 20, so they had to give me 2 boxes of 10s. One of these are the cholesterol ones is either Foxo of a, oh, I can't even fucking pronounce it. Got to go and get my electric key done soon. That's running out of them. I've got like about 12 quid left on that. I can't do that until I've got some fucking money. And that won't be until Thursday. So I'm hoping what I've got on there will last me till Thursday. Well, I'll be sitting here with no electric. And my fridge freezer will thaw out. And what food I've got in here will fucking melt, defrost, and go bad. And that'll be meaning throwing that shit out. I can't remember where I got this from. Don't know if it works or not now. I'm not going to wind it up. It might be overwound, I don't know. I can't remember where I got it from though. All my equipment's falling on the floor. It shows you how much fucking shit I've been building. My altar table is like, look at it. Everything's hanging over. Right, you know. Every time I knock that table, something falls off it. Look, that's right on the edge, man. Knock that off, it'll fall off the table again. It's already fallen off twice. And one of my stuff gets fucking broken quickly. Because I've got no room to put it. I should take them bears off actually. Put them back in the living room. That might give me a bit of space. Do that tomorrow. Not going back in the way. I was fucking, you know, in there at the moment. Especially like, I don't usually turn the light on when I go in the living room. Unless I really need to, if I'm looking for something. But if I'm just going in there to put something in there quickly, like I did just now, like he's sitting there, and I'm not going to be going in there. He said, "Why turn around and fucking spook me out, and I'll be running down the fucking stairs like a coward." That's my new audio recorder gone flying on the floor. I'm actually missing the other one. Where's the other one gone? There should be 2 up there, and there's only 1. So where's that fucking gone? Right. It's probably fallen down somewhere. Get the old torch on. There it is on the floor. Down the side. That's the new one I got on Amazon. Don't get these, they're shit. I should have sent it back, but you know, I want to leave the recorder running, and each of them I'll go into that school and I'll do it. I'll get so many notifications on my mobile where something's being picked up by my cameras. I don't even bother looking at them because it just might be a fucking fly, or it just might be a car light going past or something. Yeah, could be a spirit, you know, fucking manifesting. I wouldn't even know. So I don't even bother looking at them that much now. No, so I've not heard back from her. Like Winter Witch said, I think she might be ill. I sent her a few messages. Even when I do a live stream, I send her the link to this channel when I'm doing a live stream. I've not had no communication from her for about a week. No, she said she went well, didn't she, a while back. So she's okay, you know. It's not. I'm just hoping she ain't that sick. So I sent her a message. I said, like, you know, if I upset you or something, because I need to know, you know, so we can sort it out. And like, I need your address so I can send that box to you next week, which I'm planning to do. But I had no response from her. And I know she's got 2 accounts on fucking Facebook, so I've sent her a message on both. I've not heard from her at all yet. I don't think I've upset her. I think she's probably taking time down. Maybe she ain't well. But I did say, like, you know, to Winter Witch, initiate well, which, you know, it'd be nice if she just popped on and say, hey guys, you know, I won't be around because I'm not well. I'll be on when I can. At least we know, you know, that she's not well or something, you know. You know, women. You know what women are like. Nah, she won't be that offended. That I was just mucking around. I told her I was mucking around. If she got offended by that, then fucking hell, man, you know. It was a joke. I said it was a joke. That night, I said, well, Mum, subbing you. And I subbed her. And then I subbed her back up. I said, it was only a joke. You know, I'm pretty sure she can take a joke. If she can't, then fuck me, man. What other jokes can't she take? I went in on the fly. Well, sometimes I might try to grab a fly and give it to the spider in the kitchen. I ain't seen those little moths in here lately, the last couple of nights, which is good. I think the weather might be getting cooler, or they've probably gone into hibernation, or they just probably dropped down dead for some reason. These little bloody moths. Well, I say, like, tonight I haven't seen them, but yesterday there was a couple in here flying across my face. I don't think she'd be offended me, like, you know, just fucking around. She knows what I'm like, fucking around anyway. I've unmodded people before and remodded them. No, I love the girl, you know, kind of thing, but she can't take a joke, then, you know. It's like with anyone. If I said to you, Mark or Hologram, I'm going to fucking demod you, and I unmodded you for 5 seconds and then remodded you, you're going to take that as offensive? Or you're going to take it as a joke, like any human being would take as a joke? Unless you got the arse tonight and thinking, like, well, fuck you, Steve, you know, unmodded me. You know, and it was a joke. Sod you, I'm not coming back. No, it was a joke. I think sometimes you watch the videos anyway. So, Andrew, if you're watching, it was a joke. No, get your ass back on here. You're still modded as a moderator, the highest moderator. I need to know you're okay. Everyone else wants to know if you're okay. Plus, you need to send me your address so I can send Divot Box to you towards the end of the week or next week. Because if you're not going to contact me, you're not going to get your box, are you? Which has been promised to you. No, you think back when I've done it, you know, I was pissing around with her left, right, and centre, saying that she's not having it. And then I said, you can't have it. No, I'm going to keep it. And then I said, oh, well, you can have it, but, you know, you're not getting it yet. You know, I want to keep it for a couple of weeks. Then I turned around and said, no, you're not getting it really. And I said, yeah, of course you are. So that was pissing around with her. And she took that as a joke. I've known her for quite a long time, actually. Several years. So I don't think, just messing around with the modding her and the mod in the back is going to upset her. I think she's probably just down, with an illness or something. Don't you get on my bed? I fucking saw you on the camera last night. Little shit, getting on my bed again when you know you're not allowed on there. Don't you meow on me. No, I'm not talking to you. Go lay down. Or you'll go out. No, I'm not talking to you. You're getting a pain in the arse again lately. Oh, I'm going to do what's your mark. Can I be, can my hand move over to the mouse to do I can't be bothered. Fuck it. I can't be bothered to demod you. Go lay down. Fucking little shit. Go and lay down. Fucking cat, right? Pain in the arse lately. I was watching one of her old videos from about 8 years ago when she was a kitten, and she used to stand on her 2 hind legs, and she used to do that with her paws. Quite funny, actually. Yeah. Not me. Meow. It's not me. Well, hearing things, cat. Meow. 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 No, I'm not doing that anymore because you fucking get off the chair again. Well, I heard a fucking fox the other night. Bleeding racket it was making. I don't know if it fell down the side of a fence and a garage just outside, because I heard like something falling down on something, and it was making a right fucking racket for well over half an hour. I thought I was going to have to go out. Well, I did go out, but I wasn't going to hunt around for it. Well, I heard it, and I went downstairs after half an hour to open the door to see where it was. And I was just going to go and see if it shut up. By the time I got downstairs, it's shut it up anyway. Very noisy shits they are. Strange thing is, though, where my bushcraft is, I've never heard a fox over there. I'm pretty sure they are there, but I've not heard one over there. I was thinking about going to go to my bushcraft next week. Well, I was thinking of doing it this week, but no, I ain't going to bother this week. Because I was thinking about doing it probably Friday. But then, time I come home, Saturday, I'll be too exhausted. And, if I got the investigation to do Saturday, I probably wouldn't want to do it on Friday. So I might do it next week, depending on the conditions of the weather, because apparently you might be getting some rain next week. And I don't want to be going there and sleeping there overnight and getting soaking wet, because I know the roof is leaking still. And I don't want to be up there all day, because there's not a lot I can do. Even if I do some repair work, if it's a hot day, I ain't going to want to do it. And I'm just going to be sitting around doing fuck all. And I'll get bored and probably want to come back home. So if I go up there, it'll probably be like in the afternoon, around about 4 or 5 o'clock. And I can just sit around and doing my barbecue and wait until night time, and then when it gets dark, lock myself in and do like a couple of ghost box sessions and maybe an EVP, live stream it like I used to do, and see how it goes. I should call it my haunted cabin, shouldn't I? Steve's haunted cabin. What kind of weirdness is going to go on tonight, I wonder? Is the door going to rattle? You're going to hear the moans and groans. Is someone going to try and grab me for the little miniature windows? Is someone going to grab and pull the door for its hinges and attack me and rip my head off? Bloody pigeon sat on me yesterday, bloody thing. It was after your eyeballs, mate. It's like the old blackbird's crows. They come down and pick your eyeballs out. Werewolves, aliens, Bigfoot. Bigfoot, I could probably understand. You know, like, you know, we actually came from ape, apparently, didn't we? So maybe a part of the ape population didn't evolve into a human state like we are now. It's like, you know, they probably like reared off course a little bit when they walk around with hairy bodies, you know. And they're pretty okay with that. But some people say, like, you know, the cryptics say aliens are Bigfoot. You know, aliens bring these creatures down from another planet and just drop them off here, and that's why we've seen them. So they could probably like evolve into humanoids later. There's so many kind of like different stories about Bigfoot. I'm not really into cryptology, but you know, I do believe in some stuff like, you know, Bigfoot, Yeti, Bottomless Snowman. I'm pretty sure they do exist. Even with some of the video footage, looks compelling, but no, some that could be faked. No, you could have some guy walking around in a fucking Bigfoot outfit, you know, and someone could turn around and say, well, that's real when it isn't. The Mothman, you know, that's supposed to be an urgent legend, but true. Chupacabra, possible mixed kind of animal creature being. That could be true. They say it's vampires and werewolves amongst us, but unless you actually saw real living proof of that, that's something I don't think I would really believe in, werewolves and vampires. Go out tomorrow night, get the fucking head ripped off by a werewolf, or fucking vampire come down and bite my neck and turn me into a vampire. Those I'm not too really, you know, into believing as much. You know, there's so many fucking horror movies out there with vampires and werewolves. You know, they say if you're going to be in the paranormal, you've got to be open-minded to a lot of stuff, you know, like, you know, ghosts and spirits, demons and angels, you know, Bigfoot, aliens, you know, Yeti, and, you know, all these other kind of like weird crypto-like creatures, like, you know, Loch Ness Monster and all that other kind of stuff. Yeah, I can be open-minded, but it doesn't mean I'm going to have to believe in it. Yeah. No, the barbecue will be done during the early, well, before it gets dark. If I go out there for about 5 o'clock, I'll probably be cooking the barbecue around about 7:30. Because it's going to take about half an hour to cook. Sit there and munch on that. And then get the old bed sorted out. Make sure that there's no rain water on the tarps on my bed bench. Make sure that's all dried off and cleaned off. And then I'll blow up the old mattress. Get that all sorted out. Put the old sleeping bag on top. I'm hoping I've got the bug net there as well. And that might be with my sleeping bag, I don't know. I'll have to check that if I can find it, because then if I haven't got it, I'll have to buy a new one. New bug net. That ain't going to be too expensive. Because when I was sleeping up there, I had the bug net over me. Keep all the flies and moths away from me. So all you want is fucking like laying there and like, a moth fucking lands on your face and you're thinking like, you know, you've been attacked by a demon or something. Or it's a vampire moth jumping on your face and, yeah, like sticking its little vampire teeth into you. Bit like the old mosquitoes. Oh, I hate them fucking things. That's why my daughter bought me that, because, like, you know, she's a bit concerned about, you know, the old mosquitoes. So every time I went up there and slept overnight, then I'd take it with me. I'm not going to be doing a 2-night session anymore. It's just, I say, like during the daytime, it gets so boring. You know, it's unbelievable. You don't know what to do. There is probably stuff I can do up there, but I don't be doing too much because I do get tired out quite a lot now. Getting old. The old age. So I'll probably like go up there and chill out and just walk around for a little bit. And I do my barbecue, eat that, and later on, around about 9:30, just as it starts getting dark, put a few torches on, little lanterns or whatever, and then I'll might try and do a live stream and do a ghost box and maybe an EVP. Take a couple of catering meetings with me, maybe the EDI. See how that goes. Can't do a long live stream, you know, because of my bandwidth on the old mobile. I don't want to run that, you know, the old bandwidth and, you know, not be able to use it the next morning to find out what time the bus is due. So it'd probably be like a half-hour live stream on my mobile. And then after that, I'll just like sit and listen to the radio for about half hour. And then try to get a little bit of an early night because it starts getting light at around about 4:30 now. The thing is, when I'm up there and I'm trying to sleep, I can't get sleep until like early hours of the morning, just like here. And when I try to get sleep, I can't get sleep straight away. It takes me about half hour, sometimes up to an hour to even get sleep. And when I do get sleep, I keep waking up. Just like up there, you know, at Bushcraft, I can get sleep and suddenly I start waking up, and if I need to go for a pee and it's pitch black outside, I pee in a fucking bucket and think, fuck it, I'll leave it till tomorrow. Pee in the bucket and then empty the bucket and wash the bucket out. You know, especially you can hear weird noises out there. But sometimes I'll go out there and have a quick pee. As long as I'm not near the old wildlife camp, so it catches me, you know, going for a pee at night time. But I try to hold it in until the morning anyway. But I do need to go up there because I need to get me wildlife cam sorted out, get the memory card and change the batteries over. So that's one thing I've got to do anyway. So when I go up there, I'll do that. First thing I'll probably do is do that before I sit down and do my barbecue. See, what I used to do, like, if I hadn't got the bandwidth, I just do a video on my action cam of me sitting there with the old barbecue, you know, cooking it and eating and talking. And then I'll turn it off after. So, right, you know, I won't bore you and make you feel hungry. I'm sitting here stuffing my face with barbecue. I'll end it here and I'll be back on later and I'll do like a little ghost box session. And I'll either do that live, or if I ain't got no bandwidth or no internet connection around here, Wi-Fi connection, and I'll do it on my action cam. And that's what I have done a couple of times. Sometimes I'll do a live stream and actually record it on the action cam. So then you've got two different views. I've got like a spider in the kitchen. It's getting bigger, and I saw it out of its web. It's like, say, about 5 to 10 meters, 5 to 10 centimeters away from its web. It's just sitting there on another bit of a web that it's probably built. And I thought, what are you fucking doing out? You know, I don't like spiders, and I just blew it, and it ran back into its web and underneath the actual dry, the drying thing where you put your plates on, it ran underneath there. Said, yeah, you can fucking stay there. Mutant Giant Spider, eh? Shame I can't stream it. Oh my god! You can tell that's fake. That's a robot. Oh no, it's a dog. It's a fucking dog. It's a dog with a costume on. Oh my god. Yeah, I bet a few people got fucking scared shit this out of that. Right, let's open the door and a fucking dog comes out. Is it in the lift, this one? Wait a minute. Can you just imagine, like, fucking... fucking... He's on a guy in the lift. Oh, this is going to be fucking hilarious seeing what these women do. I bet some probably ring the old Bill up saying, hey, look, there's a fucking giant spider. And the old Bill come running down, with fucking shotguns ready to blast it. I'm surprised the dog hasn't been blasted with a shotgun shell. Now, what's these two people doing outside in the woods? Oh, the guy's hanging upside down in the spider web. And the dog comes running out and he goes scarping that guy. Now watching the one where he's like hanging upside down. I think that's it's not him. It's like some kind of thing hanging down. Guy's walking down the steps underneath a bridge. And he walks up through the bridge. He stands there looking whatever it is. Walks up closer. You see like fucking arms and something like hanging down. And the guy's just standing there fucking right, okay, what's he doing? Ringing the old Bill up, or is he going to take photos of it? Oh, he's taking photos of it. What a fucking arse. If I saw that, I wouldn't know what it is. Now the dog's coming down the fucking like stairs, chasing him. What the fuck's that? Run! Run! Oh, he runs into the actual spider web itself and he's got caught up. Spider runs past him. He's kicking the spider web and he runs back down the steps, down to the decapitated body, runs back underneath the fucking, what's the name? Oh, that's funny, that is. What's the proper word for it? Acrophobia for spiders? Jesus Christ, man, a spider like that fucking came out of me. I won't worry about a fucking bad wonky knee. I'll be running as fast as I fucking can. Mind you, I'll probably get run by the spider. Because they can run pretty fast and I probably will be fucking like caught up in a web and gnawed at and fed to a billion little baby spiders later. The spider from Mars. The spider from the moon. Well, there's so many different fucking spider movies, isn't there? Stuff of nightmares, ain't the word, mate. Right, anyway, I'm going to shoot off. It's just gone midnight. I'm going to go. Might try to go to bed early so I can get up, and I might do a cemetery today. I don't know yet. Depends how I feel. If I don't go to the cemetery, I'll probably try and sit here and repair some of the builds that ain't working properly at the moment. I might do that actually. and go to the cemetery later on in the week. So I don't have a lot of money left on my Oyster card. I've got enough to go down and back, but then that's about it really. So I think I might wait until I get my payment on the 7th, which is that Wednesday? Yeah, tomorrow, Wednesday. So I think I'll wait until Wednesday, top up my Oyster card, get my electric done at the same time. And then I might go to the cemetery either Wednesday or Thursday. So I might stay home today and try and repair some of the builds I've got here. Because some of the builds I did build ain't working properly. So I need to get them sorted out. I did do another video today as well of unboxing some stuff I got from me from AliExpress, and I know you like watching those. I don't know if you've seen it. But I did do so yeah, you want to see what I unpacked today, well yesterday, Monday, from Amazon and AliExpress. It's there. Right, okay, I'm off. I'll catch you whenever next, I don't know yet. I'll probably do a stream later in the week with that clown, maybe, if I feel like doing it. I'll see how I feel. Because like I say, every time I do a stream, there's no one around for about an hour. I don't want to be sitting here just talking shit for an hour. I want to get straight onto it. Ian mentioned about leaving stuff in my community link. So if you check my community every now and then, you might see what I'm planning to do later in the week. So that's more of a kind of an update on what I'm going to be doing later in the week. So yeah, and you can get kind of like ready for when I do the streams. All right, good night, everyone. I'll see you later. Might be tomorrow, might be later, I don't know. Whenever, anyway. Catch you later. Good night.